Okay everybody, this video has been long since overdue. I'm sorry about this, but Christmas was a pain in the ass and I was really busy that day. So, since this video was supposed to be made on Christmas Day, it is now being filmed on Tuesday, January 2012, and it's the 10th today. And I hate these speakers because they don't shut up. And the music in the background is from my sister next door, so bear with me on that. So what we have here is a Sony Cybershot DSC-W510. And this is a camera I got for Christmas, and I'm going to be talking about it. Now, every time when I make a video about a product, which is a product review video, it could be anything. It could be, for example, this cheap crappy cola. It could be about the LG mod, or it could be about HP for all I care. I will say a few things about it, but what I like and what I don't like. Usually there's a lot of likes, sometimes there's a lot of dislikes. Now, I don't want any comments saying, "You ungrateful little bastard, you don't give a shit about what someone gives you, you should be grateful." I am grateful, but if there's something I don't like about a product, I'm going to say it. And if you are a new viewer, or if you're a long-time viewer and start bitching at me about it, well, all I'm going to say is go F yourself. Because really, I don't have time to start arguments on YouTube or any of that shit. This is for learning purposes only, and it's also about review about a certain product. So in case one of you decide to buy this kind of camera, or any product that I make a review on, you'll know thinking, hey, this camera has a problem, or hey, there's something good about this product, I'll buy it. That's what people do this for. That's why they give their own opinions. Now that I'm done making that little announcement about product reviews and what they're for, I'm going to talk about this one. So, this is a Sony Cybershot DSC-W510. And, of course, like I said, I got this on Christmas. And I've only used it probably about 10 times. I would turn it on for you, but battery's charging. Yeah. So, I won't be able to turn it on right now, but I think probably in 7 or 6 minutes or so, I will pull the battery out and turn it on, even though the battery isn't on its full charge yet. But I just want to quickly zoom around in here and show you what it does. Let's see. What do I like about this camera? Well, I like the fact that it's black. I like the fact that it's really a nice design. Like, it has gray on the top, it has many features on it, it has a lot to offer. This is the second most cheapest camera made by Sony. There's another one that looks just like it, but probably about where my finger is. Like, if you add in an extra piece to that camera, that's how bulky it is. So it's a little bit more bulkier than this one, and the only thing that's missing on the settings is the middle one. And that middle one allows you to do a full rotation of the camera, so it can get a screenshot almost of the entire room. So if I was sitting right here, I would turn the camera facing to the doorway, and I get a whole picture from here to there. Pretty cool. But it's really tricky to use at times because you can't move down. You have to move in a straight line. if you screw up just a little bit, it'll tell you to do it again. And I don't have patience for it. And besides, the pictures aren't that big. Like, they're probably about that big, like wide enough. And they're that long. So, not really a big picture to look at, but still, it's a fun setting to play with. It's perfect for group pictures or something. What else? I like the fact that this camera has a smile detection button. You just press it and try to take a picture of a group of people, and it will have these little boxes appear showing you who's smiling and all that. I think it's called a face detection button. I think that's what it is. So, yeah, this camera is really good for pictures and all that. It's a 4x optical zoom, 12.1 megapixel camera. The other one that looks just like it is also a 12.1 megapixel camera and a 4x optical zoom. But, you know, there's two things that are different. Like I said, the thickness wise, the missing setting. Pictures are about the same, but when you're filming though, the video quality and sound quality are a little bit down in this one. The video quality on here is not too bad, but a little problem with that. When you're filming, even if you have the zoom turned off, like if you're zoomed all the way out, and let's just say I'm sitting right here where I'm holding this camera. For some reason, even if I'm zoomed out, this camera, the one that I'm holding right now, this one, I don't want to get people confused with this camera and this one. With this one, if I'm sitting right here, and if I'm filming the screen, or the keyboard or something, or this cola can, for some reason, it keeps trying to focus. Like it keeps focusing and then it stops focusing and focuses again, and it causes the video to go blurry and then not blurry, blurry again and not blurry. I don't know why. It's something that really bothers me, and I don't want to have bad ratings on the video. People saying, why does it keep blurring in and blurring out all the time? I gotta figure out how to shut off the autofocus or whatever. Sometimes, if it stays blurry, I have to shake the camera and it'll work. There's another thing that kind of sucks about this camera. The sound quality, not really all too impressive. It kind of sounds like a cheap camera phone. One of the older ones where it has the camera on the flip side, like the flip phone. And it kind of sounds muffled or something, like the microphone's really sensitive. So, a single scratch like this, you'll pick it up and it will sound so muffled and cheap sounding. I don't know, like it kind of has that little cheap sound to it, like they didn't put a lot of effort in making the microphone. The speaker on here isn't all that great. That's the size of it right there. And when you play the video on the computer, still the sound quality is a little muffled and whatnot. The video quality, fine, but like I said, it blurs in and then blurs out. It's just the autofocus that is screwy a little. And if I'm filming on something, like if I'm really quiet, you can even hear this in the video when I play it back. The lens, whenever it tries to focus on something, it makes a weird clicking or buzzing sound. And when I play it back on the video, it's very noticeable. My friend has the exact same camera, or a sister, if you will. She has the same camera, but it's bulkier, but it's the most expensive version. It's a $200 camera. It's not a handy cam. It's a Cybershot like this. Different texture design. It kind of has that feel to it, but this one's really smooth. I think it is a 12.1 megapixel camera, and it has 10 times optical zoom, so you can double your zoom power. The video quality and sound quality are amazing on it. I've always wanted that camera. If that camera was the same price as this one, I would send this one back and get the other one. Like, that's the end of it. I would do that. But this is the cheap model, and the other one without that feature is the cheapest one. So it's either this one with this feature, or the other one without this feature, like the middle one. So, yeah. I'm going to pop the battery in. I'm going to find out if I can turn it on. I only got 4 minutes left, so. I think I put the battery in backwards. I've been known to do that. Yep, that's what I did. I put the battery in backwards. So there we go. Now it's on camera mode. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing through this camera. A little bit blurry. It tries to focus in on something, even if I'm zoomed all the way out. Doesn't matter what setting I'm in. If I'm in picture setting or video setting, it tries so friggin' hard to focus in on something when it really doesn't. It doesn't need to. But anyway, I'm going to make a little video and just kind of rub the camera around, so that way I can show you guys how cheap the sound is. And just kind of rub the camera around, so that way you can really hear that cheap sounding microphone in here. Like, it just, I don't know how to explain it. It's muffled, and it's just really cheap when you move the camera or just rub your fingers on it. It just, or heck, even if you do this, it sounds really cheap. But I'm glad that I got a camera that is more decent than my other camera. A lot more decent. So yeah, like, as long as it works, but if you guys don't mind the sound quality as much, then I'm okay with that. I'm just getting tired of borrowing this camera that I'm holding right now. So I think we can live with this one. But yeah. I also have a 2-year warranty on it, so if anything screws up on it, I can take it back. But usually when the 2-year warranty is up, the product usually fails, and that pisses a lot of customers off. Soon I'll make a video with this camera. See you then.